What is up, guys? Shadox here, and welcome to an in-depth video on how to obtain Chi-Yu, the Fire Dark type legendary Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now, for this Pokemon, you are going to need the climbing ability for pretty much everything, so you might as well just go ahead and get all the abilities before starting any of these. Now, the first thing we're going to want to get to is the Seal, and for that, you're going to want to go to this Pokemon Center here in the Bamboo Forest. It is going to be North Province Area 2. From here, you're going to want to go straight over to where this waterfall is past the Bamboo Forest. Now, this is probably the hardest of the 4 doors to find because it's actually the only one that's fully hidden. But if you go ahead and just click on this sign, it'll unlock a fly point to this waterfall, which will make things really easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to climb up all the way to the top almost, until we get to the part where we see a little bit of a cave. You're going to come to the kind of merging together point of the waterfall, and you'll see a little move over there, but there's this little cave here, and this is where we're going to want to go. Be careful, there is a lot of Pokemon in here, actually, which is super odd. Now, how these seals work is there are 4 chains, and for every 2 swords you pick up, one of the chains will disappear. So, if you're ever confused and need to know how many swords you need to pick up still, just go and take a look at the seal, and it'll give you a pretty rough idea. Now, as for sword number 1, it's actually really close by, and if we just keep going up, right about here, we will see our first blue sword stuck in the little mountaintop here, I guess. And obviously you need climbing to get to it, so you might as well, like I said, just get them all. So once you've climbed up to the top and dealt with all the bats glitching through the floor, go ahead and click on it and pick it up, and there is your first stake. So for stake number 2, you're going to want to come back to that same exact Pokemon Center, and over there you're going to see the Team Star base. There's this giant mountain-looking thing right next to the Pokemon Center, and you're just going to climb straight to the top. There's going to be a giant tree up here, and there's going to be a stake right in front of it, like so. This one's also nice and easy to find, so just go ahead and climb up to the top and pick up your sword. That'll be sword number 2. So for stake number 3, you're going to want to come to this Pokemon Center here. It is going to be just outside the Bamboo area, right here at North Province Area 1. Now from here, you're going to want to go north up this little pathway here, and on the right, there is going to be this little pile of rock mountain looking thing. It's not very big, but you guessed it, we're going to climb to the top of it, and there will be a sword waiting for us at the top. Now, even though it doesn't say there's any grass on your minimap, there is a little bit of grass up here and a sword ready to be picked up. There's also a Gimmighoul here guarding it, so if you need those, there you go. So for the next sword, we are going to turn to the mountain. The easiest way to get to it is to just go to this watchtower here, the Glaciato Mountain Watchtower, and just kind of travel south, go over the bridge that you passed to get over this waterfall, and just keep going downwards until you get to this little area that goes up this little ramp here. It'll be the first ramp you see on the right-hand side. You're just going to travel up this ramp, and at the very top, there is going to be a blue sword waiting for you, stuck in the ground, or stake, whatever you want to call it. So go ahead and just pull that out, and that'll be blue stake number 4. Now for blue stake number 5, we are going to want to go into the Tag Tree Thicket. There will be this pond in the upper right-hand corner, next to some Team Star tents. You might even see a raid battle here going on, like I do. On the right-hand side here, you're going to want to climb up this little bit of the mountain, and up here should be a blue sword waiting for you stuck in the ground by this tree. When you climb up here, just go ahead and click on it and pull the stake out of the ground, and then you'll have sword number 5. Now for blue stake number 6, you're going to want to come all the way to the back of the map behind the Team Star base. There is going to be these ruins in this very back corner by the border of the actual world. So that is where you're going to go. You can actually see this one pretty easily on the map. It's kind of annoying to find just because it's really tucked away, but this one's just stuck right in the ground, right here in the middle of the ruins. When you get here, go ahead and pull it out of the ground, and that'll be blue stake number 6 gotten for you. Now for blue stake number 7, you're actually going to want to travel to the back end of Levincia. We're going to go over to this mountain just over here by the lighthouse. You should just be able to climb right up to the top. It's honestly pretty easy. And once you've climbed your way to the top, there should be a blue sword waiting for you right in front of this tree here. You can see the lighthouse down below. We're actually just a little bit higher than that. There's also a TM here. Solar Beam if you want it. So once you find this, once you climb up here, go ahead and pull the stake out of the ground, and that'll be blue stake number 7 for you. Now for the 8th and final blue stake, you're going to want to come to the back of the map by this beach here. You're actually going to follow this river all the way down the back side of the mountain, and there's going to be this little tree over here on the right-hand side of the river. If you just make your way down the mountain, right in front of this rock over here, you will actually see that there is the final blue stake for you to pull out of the ground. So go ahead and pull that stake out. Once you pull out the 8th and final stake, there will be an audio cue and a text box that pop up to let you know that you've obtained all 8 that you need to. It is at this point that you are free to go back to the seal and catch your legendary Pokemon, Chi-Yu. So for this Pokemon, I do actually recommend that you save outside because there are actually a lot of Pokemon in this tiny little cave for some reason, which actually makes it really difficult sometimes to get to the door without being bothered. Once you get here, go ahead and click on the door. It'll ask you if you would like to touch it because there are sounds coming from inside. You'll click yes. And you'll do so, you'll hold out your hand, be like, here, fishy, fishy, and out comes Chi-Yu. Now remember, Chi-Yu is a fire dark type, so you're going to want to stack your team accordingly. From here, you are free to catch your legendary. And once you've caught your legendary Chi-Yu, you are free to start hunting the other 3 Legends of Ruin. If you guys found this video helpful, please leave it a like, it helps me out a ton, and let me know down in the comments below what you think of the legendary Pokemon Chi-Yu. I would love to get your thoughts on it, and as always, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch all of you guys in the next video. Peace!